Hello and welcome to the Doki-Doki eSports Club Week 4 Productions video. I am Hamcam, joined by fellow caster Doki-Doki Titty.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
We should have a pretty fun week ahead of us. We have the fight for first place, which will be really good. We've got a new team coming in Sea Serpents, so they'll actually be starting off the week versus Shockwave. How do you think that one's going to go down, Tits?
Um, um, I think it can honestly go either way. I'm gonna give it a Shockwave just because we've been able to at least see them. Both teams seem like they're actually pretty evenly matched. They stack up well against each other, so I'm just gonna go off of a women and go Shockwave.
Yeah, this one's kind of hard to judge on the surface. Shockwave has been struggling quite a bit lately, even after their roster changeup. Um, so it's hard to put like too much faith in them without knowing how much they've improved over the last week. And we don't know a whole lot about Sea Serpents. Our initial research puts them probably around the same level as like a Shockwave, Max, and Vex. But we'll actually have to see how they do. But I would agree. Just going off of familiarity, I'd probably give it a Shockwave.
Yeah. And next we've got Team Seven versus Vex. So you go into that.
I'm gonna have to give that one to Team Seven. Team Seven's been playing really well. They did really well last week, even though they were up against unnamed. Um, but they played well. They've been rematching teams, and they won both their rematches 2-0. So they definitely have what it takes to take some games. And given Vex's struggles throughout the whole split so far, hard to really bet too much on them, even with their swapped up roster.
Yeah, much, I like to see a close series, but I would expect this to be a clean series from Team Seven.
Yeah, it should be pretty straightforward and simple for them, um, unless they give Vex their main comps, get something super dive heavy. But I'm really excited for this just because, like I said, Vex has swapped up the roles from the players, so
Hmm.
trying to make changes, trying to adapt. So I'm really excited to see what they're able to do. Hoping Vex can get a win this week because I really like them. I think they're good. They just got to figure out what's actually gonna be going on for them.
Yeah.
And let's see. Next up, we've got the match for number one going in with Jag versus Sero. This is the one you and I actually disagree on for once. I think Sero has it, and you're going with Jag on this one, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Um, battle of first place, big game. I uh, I I expect this. I would expect this to go to 3 games. I think everyone does.
Yeah.
Obviously it might not, but the only reason I'm going with Jag is that it's something weird about the team. It's like when we first saw them, we didn't think that they were going to be a top team.
Right.
Um, for whatever reason, grant you they haven't played. They never played the previous team unnamed, and then they haven't played Sero yet,
Right.
and they also haven't played DOV.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 games, that other teams have played that they haven't yet. So we haven't really seen them get challenged by like the big team yet. Um, there's just something about them. I don't know what. I can't put my finger on it. That's like they just win games.
Right. They're just kind
Weird.
of good.
Um, and that's not a knock on anybody on the team saying that they're bad or anything. It's just I don't know what it is about them, but they just win. And so I'm gonna give it to them off that,
Yeah.
off of just a gut instinct. I think these teams are super even.
Yeah. Uh, I'm going with Sarah. I think Ugly Color's a pretty good mid laner. But I mean, Life is Bad is probably the best mid laner in the league. We'll have to see how he pairs up against Zadiah later on. And just in general, life is bad. It's just kind of taken over every game that they've played. So I'm kind of expecting the same old from him. But I mean, I think, like you were saying, Jag just kind of wins games, and I think if they were to win, it would probably be off of Lucius, or yeah, probably Lucius or Bravo. Lucius tends to do pretty well in lane as well. He is going up against DFG this week. It's not going to be a challenger pool anymore, so they'll have to be careful about their pick ban. But I think if they can get Lucius ahead and they pick something to kind of punish Life is Bad's position, I think they definitely have a shot. But
Yeah.
we just have yet to see a team actually do that, so I'm just going to give it to Sarah.
Yeah. I'm hoping that we see a York ban.
Yeah, Yorick ban, please.
I don't think Jag's gonna give it to him, but I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
It does do it for day one.
Yes, that covers day one.
And moving on to day two, we've got Vex versus Max to lead us off. What do you got?
Uh, again, just the uncertainty around Vex right now of like they're good players, they just haven't figured it out.
Yeah.
Leads me towards Max, especially because if I remember right, Max beat DOV last week, and it was pretty good. So I mean, they know what they're doing. So I think Max should probably have the edge here.
Yeah, last week we saw probably the most dominating match we've seen from a team yet, coming from DLV onto Max. Pretty sure that was that game. They got like so far ahead it wasn't even funny. But Max bounced back and was able to get both of those games. So I like to see that resilience of a team.
Right.
And so even if they do drop it, they go down 1-0 in a series or go 1-1 in a series, we know that they do have the mental capabilities to come back from what I would imagine would be anything at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, they should be able to fight through. So I think they've got a pretty good shot here. All right, and then after that we've got Sea Serpents and Jag. I think again not sure too much about Jag yet because we haven't seen them play. Sea Serpents, because we haven't seen Sea Serpents play yet. So not too sure how good of a fight they'll like to be able to put up. They do have Challenger Pool and Poor Mechanics on their roster, so those are two pretty decent players. But I think, like you were saying, Jag just kind of wins games, and it's hard to bet against that. Maybe this is a week they don't win games, but I think they'll be able to pull it through.
I'm going to put my cards on Jag for that one for sure. Even if they do drop to Cerro, I see them being able to bounce back and Sea Serpents, sure.
Yeah.
And last to wrap up the week, we've got Team 7 versus DOV.
Yeah, this one's really hard to judge, actually. I think probably the hardest one for me to judge. Because DOV has been pretty good throughout the whole split. They've only really dropped two sets, the one to Cerro and the one to Max, who are both pretty decent teams. Cerro at the top of the list. And Team 7 came in, and they're winning their rematches. They beat Max, who beat DOV. So theoretically, if A plus B equals C, then Team 7 should beat DOV. But it's so hard to actually judge there.
I think these teams are so evenly matched.
Yeah.
It's at this point I feel like these are the teams that are going to be fighting that third, fourth spot.
Right.
Right now. Just in my opinion, but so I think this is going to be a really, close, good match. I'm going to give it to 7.
Okay.
Because they have been looking good in their rematches that they've had.
Yeah. And even against unnamed, they did okay.
Exactly. So if you can look that strong against that team, like you're doing something right. obviously.
Yeah.
So this is it's
They're
gonna be a
the
really good game.
they're the ones with Zendaya, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, with Zendaya, he's a crazy good mid laner. Up there with Life is Bad. So Chad's gonna have a run for his money. Chad has been pretty good as well.
Hmm.
But he's gonna have to get his picks like the Vel'Koz or the Cassiopeia, I think, in order to be really effective. So
Yeah, if he can get his mid lane picks they want, I think he can do better.
yeah,
But I think he's pick reliant on it.
right. Yeah, it's really hard to judge. I think I'll differ again. I'll go DOV.
Right?
I think Astro's been playing really well for the past couple
Hmm.
weeks. I think he can carry them. I think Chad is competent enough to at least go even or not fall too far behind in lane against Zendaya.
Yeah,
So it's really going to be on Zendaya to carry, and then we'll have to see if Svar and the Asian can hold their own or even get a lead possibly with their aggressive playstyle.
yeah. I'm hoping we do get to see him in Bushiri those games. I think against Vicious. Um, I just think Bushiri has some crazy good skill play. And he's probably, I would say, the best skill support in the league.
Probably. Uh, but that kind of goes again to the picks, as they have to build
Right.
their comp properly around that. You know,
Hmm.
if they play something super crazy aggressive, then Anubishiri has kind of faltered. So they'll have to build the right comp around their players.
For sure. Yeah, this series, I think this series not gonna be decided in pick ban. Obviously, you still got to play the game, but I think that's gonna be a big factor in it. The pick ban phase,
Yeah,
be really
preparation is going
important
to
in
be
this
big.
series.
All right, well, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I think I don't have anything else to add really.
No, that's look forward to seeing y'all on Saturday. First game, Shockwave versus Sea Servants. Come watch the new team.
Yep, should be exciting.
Yeah.
We'll
Uh,
be heading into week pretty strong. So,
yeah. Start time 12 CST. I hope to see you there. This has been Tits.
and I'm Hamcam.
See you later.
Adios.